Imagine a world where the ruins of the old civilization are not just silent graveyards, but active battlegrounds, where the remnants of humanity fight for every scrap of survival against both nature and each other. You are part of a hardened group of survivors navigating the ruins of the Earth, only to find that the legacy of the fallen isn't just a historical record, but a dangerous blueprint for power that rival factions will kill to possess. But when you discover that inheriting this legacy isn't about claiming a throne, but about bearing the weight of past mistakes while forging a new path through the ash, you realize that leadership isn't about authority, it's about responsibility, sacrifice, and the sheer audacity to build something lasting in a world that wants to crumble through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Legacy of the Fallen, the 7th pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Christopher Hopper and J.N. Chaney's Ruins of the Earth series. If you love post-apocalyptic war tropes, tactical defense, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists master a broken world through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of historical discovery. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's discovery of a hidden cache or ancient technology, thrusting them into a race against time to secure it before rival factions launch a devastating assault. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of smoke and blood, the static of dying radios, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are erased by the very legacy they seek to protect. Hopper and Chaney excel at capturing the psychological toll of long-term survival, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular survivor-hero trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting raiders. It's about understanding the complex ecology of scavenged technology, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Ruins of the Earth lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonists aren't just cold, calculating gamers. They are deeply human individuals, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonists to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonists don't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Legacy of the Fallen is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive.
Christopher Hopper and J.N. Chaney have crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.